over her alleged high-handedness against the Nigerian Air Force. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, this is a matter of Master Warrant Officer who also had a husband that was an Air Force officer but died, not in service, left with a son. According to the petitioner, she had challenges in trying to raise the child herself and her duties because she was posted from Ibadan to Maiduguri, and her son was already in school in Ibadan. And so she had difficulty moving from one place to another. And as a result, she was termed AWOL, that's away without leave from her duties. Persistence of that, she was now declared a deserter. She appeared before us, and we also invited the Nigerian Air Force to appear, which they did. Having listened to both parties, it became very clear, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, that the petitioner, who also petitioned that the husband's insurance, life insurance, was not paid or is not being paid by the Nigerian Air Force, and that the son was entitled to scholarship because of the death of her officer husband. But according to the evidence we received, it became obvious to us that his son was not entitled to such a scholarship because the husband did not die on duty. We also recognize that indeed she was AWOL on few times because of the reasons that she gave to the committee. However, given the circumstances, special circumstance of her case, and the son that she's saddled with, the committee recommends as follows: that the Senate do urge the Nigerian Air Force to follow up and ensure the payment of the insurance claim of his deceased personnel warrant officer Olawale Taiwo Daramola, husband of the petitioner, to his family to ameliorate the hardship being faced by the family. 2, that the Senate do urge the Nigerian Air Force to compassionately, we ask this on the ground of compassion, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, to capture the only son of the late personnel, Warrant Officer Olawale Taiwo Daramola, for payment of his school fees, considering the fact that the child's late father insurance claim has not been paid since his death in 2016. 3, that the Senate do urge the Nigerian Air Force to retire the petitioner Master Warrant Officer Ishola retired Ajoke honorably from its service, considering her emotional situation and the number of years she has put in service of the Air Force, which is a total of 24 years. So, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, this is our recommendation. And we thank the President and distinguished colleagues for this opportunity once again to serve in this capacity. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Sas.